Again, quick recap, Echo is at 2-1. Very, very odd situation for Blacklist to be in. Look at my Venus playing a very aggressive Matilda.
Yeah, Carl Teasy should be able to just get this. Probably gonna half. Is he gonna use the? Okay, yeah, he has to use that. And there you go. You can see Blacklist International making their way to the orange buff.
No retry for the Barats, but Sanji is here, so this is gonna be more difficult for Blacklist than they wanted.
Yeah, Sanford as well. So that does force a Blacklist back. So hold on, Sanford gonna go down here as Agent Zero grabs the first blood.
And the agents go wild.
It's the petrify for the Benedetta, but Haji
should be fine. But that's, again, something they're going to have to watch out for, Yaoi with the injector. So right now, already the lead for a Blacklist International. It is pretty small, though. Now Carl Teasy coming out with a Retribution. They're going to try to focus down Edward. Doesn't have that level 4 yet. Do they have enough damage to grab the kill? No, they don't, as he escapes from the 2v1.
Edward played it wonderfully. He held on. He held on for long, didn't commit the eye for an eye because he knew he needed that to get onto the tower before, Carl Teasy lands out his second skill. So wonderful mechanics coming out from Edward.
Love how he's keeping tabs and staying on top of things. He knows how important he is. Everybody knows, but I think if Edward can take care of himself more, there's a better possibility that he can carry back and get Blacklist International down equal, 2-2 here.
Yeah, that's what their goal is going to be here. But right now, the focus on the first turtle of the game. Carl Teasy going to go ahead and start it up. Wise too low, though. There's the guiding wind. Heavy spin going to come out here. That is going to be on the turtle going over to Carl Teasy. Wise quite a bit in trouble. Has the Cult Altar, though. But right now, Echo taking the objective.
It was a crazy guiding wind. Did not expect that at all. It was on the other side, and Wise knew that he just had to press it. He had no other choice. But the Cult Altar was there with my Venus, though.
Again, Yaoi with the injectors. Nothing going to come out of it just yet, too. Sanji still building the damage department here. So right now, I mean, you guys were talking about this earlier, right? Edward's value to this. And he finally getting his hands on this Benedetta. He's going to be able to show it. I mean, it's been banned out for pretty much the whole series. So let's see how that all plays out for this game 4.
Yeah. I mean, the power of Benedetta in this game is his ability to just clear waves and control the map equilibrium against Echo. And it's also here that if you don't deal with it, he's just going to walk away with, a lot of these awkward engagements going on in favor of Blacklist, because you do have to worry about, team fighting here for Echo and also wave management.
Yeah, without the Brody, without Oheb, or without the Benedetta on Edward, the main 3 in mid just doesn't deal enough damage. It doesn't finish them off as quickly, and then Echo just claps back.
Edward steals the crab coin away from Carl Teasy, even with the Retribution. He held on to that, but, Benedetta things by Edward.
Oh.
There's another injector. Haji, though, can he survive this one? The flicker coming out from Oh My Venus. Carl Teasy trying to chase down. There is Wise with the backup. Nothing going to be committed just yet, like you mentioned. A little bit of lack of damage, but here comes Edward with Electo final blow. Looking for Sanji. Can't get the kill, but they find the lockdown. Sanji does go down under the turret. It's 2 down for Echo.
Here is the ultimate Uber strat. 5 heroes in the mid lane. Unfortunately, Benecuity was here. So they knew that, the clock can just use the Blazing Duet to clear the minion wave. So they dispersed. But Sanford.
Oh, no. Sanford!
Sanford, nowhere to go, gets pulled back into the pit and dies.
That was on Haji. That was on Haji's. Shadow Stampede kept it where he needed to be.
The timings.
This is what Blacklist was missing. They could not pull off the Ube game 2 and game 3. Now they're back in their element.
Again, we've talked about it before, the power of the Benedetta, and this is how Edward wants to play. He wants to be able to move around the map, help his teammates, and make movements for Blacklist International. Now, they're matching the pace of Echo, which is kind of awkward for Echo because for the last 2 games, they have been the ones dictating the tempo.
Yes.
Oh, Sanji has to use the black shoes right into the heavy spin, though. Goodbye, Sanji. Oheb picking up the kill, and Blacklist International furthering the lead they have here.
Constant movements coming out from Blacklist International. They don't have to wait for their ultimates Ooh, that was close. Again, this is the power of the Brody, and again, the strength of the lineup of Blacklist. They don't have to wait for their ultimates, even though the heavy spin and the Cult Altar, both of them are heavy commitments. If you look at how Blacklist wants to fight, it's just about hitting heroes.
Shadow Stampede is an ult in itself.
Yeah.
If Haji can pull somebody into the death ball that is Blacklist International, then that's it. They can pick off, convert into objectives, and then go from there.
Right now, Carl Teasy using the Daytona's welcome. Can they convert it into a kill? Wise going to use the heavy spin out of here. Carl Teasy still on the chase. Sanji there to back him up with the team, and Wise falls now. Can they convert this even further? Edward joining this situation. Sanford as well, so everybody gonna back off. It's only Wise that falls. The ejector comes out on Oh My Venus, and now they're looking to take this turret on the top side.
It's kind of an awkward engagement for Blacklist to do it without Edward. You know, there's no front line. I mean, you do have Akai, but Akai will just be quickly melted by Echo, and you cannot show your face in front of Carl Teasy, because if you do, he's just gonna use the Daytona's welcome, and that will force the heavy spin. Even though you have Oh My Venus for the guiding wind, it still doesn't help your cause in terms of fighting into Echo.
So right now, it seems like Blacklist have found the solution, but it just will melt right here in the middle.
Sanji gonna be in trouble as he falls here. Who grabs the turtle? It's Carl Teasy. No one else goes down. But still, Echo coming out with the objective advantage.
There's a mid-game spike save for Benny Cutie that Echo is holding out for. That's why Blacklist International, if they're outnumbered, they can't do the Ube. So it has to always be 4 or 5. Always 4 or 5.
Yeah, even though, you know, the Brody is considered as a late game hero, you're kind of in a rush here for Blacklist. Oh, Shadow Stampede. Still the BMI exists. So Echo, again, right now they're in a comfortable spot. The Claude is farming really well. So Blacklist, they're the ones who are pressured to make movements on the map right now. Especially the Brody is not going to be able to match up the pacing of the Claude or his farming speed.
Conceal play coming out from Yawi. They're going to be looking for Oh My Venus. There you go. The circling you will come out. Can they get the pull in right into the wall? Oh My Venus going to flicker out, still alive. Heavy spin coming out. Wise quite low too. Now Haji there. And it's Oheb with the fadeaway torn apart memory as Yawi falls.
That's an Ube. Maybe 1 second too late, but they got it anyways. And Agent Zero going ahead and smashing this mid lane tier 1.
Oh, they hold on to it.
Sanford has been isolating him since minute 0.
Yep, the ultimate Ube split. Now it has 2 variations, but everything is still the same here for Echo, meaning that it's hard to fight whenever Blacklist is grouped up. Mind you, they did that without Edward. Now Benny Cutie.
Edward 1 versus 3. Can he escape this one? No, he can't. Benny Cutie shutting him down.
Clear the minion wave though, that's the most important thing. He does not allow Echo to convert that into an objective.
Man, the way Edward played that one way.
Oh, Yawi. They're trying to get a setup here. Carl Teasy right in the wall. Haji and Oh My Venus in trouble. Cult Altar gonna come down. Oheb pumping out the damage. Wise finds Carl under the turret, and Carl Teasy dies right under it. Can they go in? Yawi with the toss-up. But at what cost? Sanji trying to get some damage out. Haji quite low. Haji survives.
Wow, what a scramble in mid. Blacklist International was pulling an Ube with their turrets.
Even though Blacklist found many return kills. Oh, Edward just takes tower in mid lane.
He just wants to. You were saying.
Okay, Blacklist, even though they've gotten the tower in the mid lane and they are able to take a fight against Echo, you did just lose your gold lane while Benecutie is still alive. This Claude is gonna become a problem on the late game. Now that I think about it, there's no real catch. On the side of Blacklist, how do you take out the Claude?
I mean, you just wipe them out first. That's what they're doing here. One at a time, pick off after pick off.
Oh, there's another injector on Edward. Gonna be fine for now. Lord still being worked on though by Echo. Can a Blacklist International actually make their way to contest this? Certainly you will come out. Sanford the one to take it. And now Edward waiting patiently there. Wise with a heavy spin. They're still isolating him out. They gotta be careful here. Sanford. Carl Teasy, Blacklist International, still looking to find an angle. 1/4 health here. Can they grab it? It's Wise as he secures the Lord. And now they're pushing down. Sanford has fallen. Benny Cutie's out of here. And Echo now on the defense.
Hail the king of the jungle.
I was about to say, you know, they've already used up the guiding wind, but Wise, he knew there was no commitment coming out from Echo. He jumped in.
Hail the king of the jungle.
Hail the
Say it
king
again.
of the jungle, indeed.
Acknowledge him.
Say it one more time.
Hail the king of the jungle. This is Wise again, securing the Lord here for Blacklist and delaying the objective take by Echo. Now this is an opportunity for them. Oh my Venus jumping in.
Okay, they're gonna try to punish on Benny Cutie, trying to look for a moment with a blazing duet. Oh my Venus quite low. Benny Cutie still there. Yowie quite low as well, and it's Oheb with the torn apart memory again. A finesse kill. And Lord on the top side. Echo, can they continue to defend here? But is Blacklist International still pressing into the base of Echo?
Watch it. Haji has a shadow stampede here.
Yep,
He also
it might
has
be a pull,
He has a
Carl.
cult.
Pulls in Carl TZ. He's going to be quite tanky himself. They're going to lose this tier 2 turret as they secure that one. Lord going to go down here too. Echo still trying to buy some time. As also Edward working on that mid turret.
How is Blacklist playing Ube, but also just splitting up the map like this?
The thing is, they've committed onto Oh My Venus, and he had guiding wind at that time, so he was able to escape. And during that time, Oheb was stacking. He was stacking onto the heroes of Echo, and when he threw out the Thorn Apart Memory, Yahweh couldn't just sustain the sheer damage output coming out from Oheb. Now he has Malefic Roar, and he has been able to catch up with the farm of the crowd. Now 400 gold away from Benny Cutie.
There it is once again. Sanford going to take the brunt of damage. Can they find it? Oheb does. But Oh My Venus does fall as well. Colt Alter already going to go out. Edward on the backside. Sandy going to get cut off from the team. And there he goes as well. Benny Cutie can't do anything about it as a more fall 2-for-1 trade.
Again, it's still the same story. You know, Echo committing on the front lines. There's nobody keeping tabs on Oheb, nobody checking the Brody, and he was able to just assassinate the heroes of Echo.
Newly inducted Hall of Legends, Oh My Venus, can die an infinite amount of times, but as long as the Prince Oheb finds his mark, it's all good. And that's been what's happening for the past, 4 or 5 minutes? Blacklist in control.
And here's the thing, Ryan, if we want to focus, what does Echo do here to get themselves back in the game? It's almost 6K gold difference for Blacklist International. Lord coming up in about 5 seconds. Sanford, this is not what you want to do here. Goes right into the bush. Will he be able to get away with his life? He can't, because Oheb once again finds the mark.
That's what they call a Blagaducci.
Echo, though, they want to find some trades. Yaoi is on the run. He had conceal on, and that's going to give the control of the air to Blacklist. Agent Zero, though, on the top lane.
There he is, Edward doing exactly what he does on the Benedetta. He's going to be pushing on the top side. Mega kill for Oheb, though. They're getting punished here. Benny Cutie locked down. Nothing can save him, even a wind of nature, because Haji grabs the killing spree. 3 down for Echo. They're in perfect position to take game 4 ahead of them. Edward on the backside goes in, and it's one final push for Blacklist International as they work on the crystal. Sanford trying to do his best, but you can't do it all by yourself as Oh My Venus grabs the kill, but Blacklist International going to back off for now.
Delta split. Blacklist International called the retreat. They have time. They have the advantage. They can play for this next Lord.
Did you see how much damage Oheb dealt on that last skirmish? You guess how many hits it took for him to delete Yaoi?
How many?
3 hits. 3 hits. 2 bump and 1 torn apart memory. That was all she wrote for the Jawhead.
Okay, Oh My Venus had to flicker out. Wise there to back up. Oh, Carl TZ gonna get the eat in here. Daytona's welcome, but Edward's still on the top side. They've got to handle that. So this is just gonna be another Lord possibly going in the hands of Blacklist International unless Yaoi has something to do about it.
It's a very clean take here. That's a 4v5. The Sanford has to clean up house.
Edward trying to make a line here. Black Shoes gonna be committed. Lord less than half health. Edge. Haji taking quite a bit of damage. Colt Alter gonna come out here looking for the cleanup if they can. Sanford gonna get tossed back to the team. Benny Cutie. Edward making his way to the base though. And everybody is literally everywhere. Benny Cutie should be able to get back to base unless Edward hunts him down, but that's the call.
Yeah, a lot of things were burned on both sides, but Blacklist still is controlling the Lord area. And again, this is because of the fact that Oh My Venus is just standing on the front lines, offering her body to Echo, just making sure that the Prince is alive, as Oheb is the main damage dealer on the side of Blacklist.
Echo, their ults, it hurts, right? You know that they count for something, but Blacklist just has extra life bars.
Yep.
And I'd say, in this game, superior shot calling.
Haji has not died yet in this game. You know, it's really, really important for Blacklist to have this kind of setup wherein Venus stands on the front line, Haji pops his ult when somebody is about to die, even himself. But Wise, heavy spin.
Heavy spin going to be committed already. As you were saying, Midnight, before we see this dance unfold.
It's really hard for Echo to break this gameplay. Again, you have to worry about Oheb, not just about him. You also have to take note of Haji's positioning. Oheb, though.
Oheb. Yowie's going to be in trouble here.
The Prince lives.
They tried. Unfortunately, they failed. And now they're down a member. It's Yowie. Lord going to be less than half health here. Carl TZ going to get pushed back.
That was it. I don't think you get any opportunity again like that.
Electro final blow going to be committed. They get the black shoes out. There's the circling eagle. Focus on Sanji. Can they grab the kill? Sanji falls. Blacklist International in control. And Sanford running for his life. Carl TZ still there. Carl TZ going to be focused. 5 members. Sanford and Benny Cutie are able to come in though, but it's Oheb that grabs the kill. Benny Cutie shutting down Oheb, but he falls ultimately to Agent Zero.
It's just Yowie Sanford.
And now it's Sanford and Yowie left alive along with the Lord March here.
9 seconds on Sanji though.
That's their only hope for defense.
Blacklist International looking to punch in game of 4. And that's Yowie out of the picture, and there you go. It's a 2-2 situation.